So guys, I have this Toyota 4Runner. The owner complained that it takes a long time to start, and this problem started after they changed the fuel pump. Now this is the aftermarket fuel pump that they changed, and then the problem started. So let me go ahead and start the vehicle so that we can see the fault actually. So that's the problem. You've seen it. If the vehicle sits for a while and you try to start it, it will take a long time before the engine will start running when it's kicking. So we just have to check what they did in that fuel area. We'll bring down the tank. Of course, this vehicle you have to bring down the tank, and then we'll see the fault. So getting to the fuel pump is very difficult in this vehicle. 4Runner, Toyota 4Runner, very difficult. There's an opening under the seat. Let's bring it out so that you see the opening. Yes, so there's this cover here, 3 screws holding it. So we have to find a way to bring out the cover. But first, we have to lose the seat. There are actually 2 bolts covering the seat, so we just have to lose these 2 bolts. The 2 bolts have been removed, so we can now get access to the cover very well. You can see the 3 screws holding the cover. This is just for us to get to the top of the tank. As you can see right here, we have gotten to the top of the tank. There's the wire harness, which we have to remove, and you can see the 2 hoses taking fuel to the tank, to the engine. You can see the sockets of the fuel pump. So we removed the clips that is holding the hose, remove the socket. So we are gradually getting to there. Like I told you, this is a very difficult job. The tank is under the vehicle. From that back of the driver's seat, you can see this span that is covering the tank or holding the tank in place. It has 12 bolts, about 3 one side and 3 the other side. As you can see me showing you the bolts. The bolts can be very difficult to access. As you can see this one here under the propeller, very difficult. This is just the pan that is covering the tank. You have to lose this pan before you get to the fuel tank itself. Man, it's a difficult job. Now because of this propeller, it's quite very difficult to lose. Losing the propeller before you get to the tank, to the pan that is holding the tank, because without losing that propeller you cannot get to this 12 bolts of this pan. So we just have to change our approach to get into the fuel tank. It's quite difficult with this propeller. So I had to resort to creating a space inside the vehicle under the seat, and you can see the space right now. I've created the space. I just had to chisel out the pan under the seat so that I can have access to top of the tank, as you can see right now. Use the chisel to create space. If you have other device you can use to create out space here. Now we have access to the top of the tank. Just be careful about it so you don't get yourself hot. So it's just for us to turn this cover. Turn it. You can use chisel like I'm using right here. Use chisel carefully so you don't break the plastic guide. So now we have access to the fuel pump. Now this is the casing of the fuel pump. Fuel pump is inside this place, this casing. You have to remove the fuel inside there so that you don't waste it. Then you bring it out and you examine the whole thing. You just have to carefully look at this sitting very well to be sure that everything is intact. The fuel pump is inside this place, inside that plastic container. So let's remove the fuel gauge first. So this is the fuel gauge, it's out. You have to remove it so that you don't get it damaged. It's fragile. Then we remove the socket of the fuel pump. Carefully remove it. You know, like I said, they just did a job here. They changed the fuel pump. So we're trying to examine everything to be sure that the whole thing is properly coupled back, because obviously there's a mistake somewhere. And that is why the vehicle takes a longer time to start. So to get to the fuel pump, we just have to remove these holding clips so that this plastic cover will go out. Then we can now see the pump. Aha! This is the pump right now. So we'll have to find a way. That's the pump. This is the pump here. We'll have to find a way to bring it out. There's usually a seal that keeps it intact to make sure the pressure is well. So that seal keeps the fuel pump there. So you just have to wiggle it out. It can be difficult, but with the right set of tools, you can bring it out. As you can see me doing here. Now I'm trying to wiggle it out, and the seal is keeping it intact. That seal is very important. So we want to even see how that seal is and know whether that seal is still okay. Because if you don't couple it well, the seal could be damaged. And it's out. Our fuel pump is out. That's the new fuel pump that was put into the system. You can see it's aftermarket fuel pump. And the seal is there. Let's try and bring it out. Aha! That's the seal. That is what keeps the fuel pressure. Now if you look at that seal, you will see, oh, the camera, okay? You look at the seal, you will see that the seal has issue. This seal keeps the fuel pressure so that the pressure of the fuel will continue to be intact in the line between the fuel pump and the engine. Now this seal is bad, and they damaged it when they were coupling it. If it's not properly fixed well, it will get damaged. So that's where it should be in. If you don't fix it well, you damage it. So that's the problem. You just have to change that seal. Try and get another seal and change it, and that will do. Yes, I have to change the seal. I must change that seal. Okay, I've gotten the seal. Now I'm coupling back everything. You need a little oil so that all these rubber seals will be placed easily. When it's hard to come in, when it's hard to get into the right place, you might damage it. And that was the problem the other folks had. So I have my lubricant oil with me. The new seal has been placed. See where I placed it? So I put the lubricant oil so that it will sit in very well and freely. It has to enter freely. If it is hard, it might damage it. We don't need it to be damaged anymore. So we continue fixing our fuel pump back. Okay, we've done this. So the next thing to do is to start fixing the electrical harness, the sockets. You check that the spring is still intact because it has to spring down. That's okay. So you put back the plastic container. Still, there's another rubber seal that has to come out and get to the right place so that it can be fitted in properly. Take note, this rubber seal has to be put in that right place, just like the fuel pump one was put. Then you put a little lubricant so that it can fit well. So if everything is well fixed, it will just enter and you have your fuel unit gradually being fixed well. Okay, so we have to put our gauge. Don't forget the gauge. It's important to remove this gauge before you do all of this because the gauge is fragile. If you don't remove it, it spoils it. Now I'll fix it in the position. Just have to get the position right so that it will properly enter. Sometimes it can be difficult, but just carefully observe it. You fix it well. There's a sitting where it has to be placed in, and it will just suit in. And that is it. And that's the socket. We'll fix it back. As simple as that. So our unit is ready. So this is the fuel pump unit. So the same way we brought it out, we'll put it back in. As you can see me doing right now. So fixing it back. Oh, I forgot to bring the rubber seal. There's a rubber seal on the top of the tank, you know. Okay, so I need to put that rubber seal. Where's the rubber seal? Where's the rubber seal? Okay, that's it. All right, so I've put it back. So let's get the right position of the fuel unit placed well. There's a kind of, yes, that's that thing there. There's a kind of pin, you know, that ensures that you fix it well. That's the provision for the pin. The pin is on this cover. You can see it there. So let's this thing go out of the way so that you can see it very well. Once it's sitting well, you are good to go. So we'll now put the rubber seal. Let's seal it back. So you do it clockwise. The other way was anti-clockwise to remove it. Now you do it clockwise. So we're almost there. Our job is getting to its completion. It's a very nice job so far. So let's try and make sure we close it very well so that if the owner of the vehicle puts full tank of fuel, fuel will not spill out. So we use this to seal it very well. Okay, that's to be double sure that it's properly sealed very well. So we're good to go. Let's put the sockets, the electrical sockets, and the fuel hose that sends fuel to the tank. Of course, there's a clip. The clip ensures that the pressure of the fuel does not pull it out. So carefully remove the clip. The way you removed it, you put it back that way, as you can see me doing. So the clip actually goes from the wider side to the smaller side. So just take note of that. So you fix in the socket and we are good to go. Then you see the ceiling is just a partially closed ceiling. Then you couple back your seat and we are there. So let's test. Problem solved. Thank you so much for watching.